I'm hoping we are back and live. Couple of issues technically here, which I'm hoping we were sorted now. So hello everybody. If you are live, please feel free to let me know. I'm busy trying to see if this is working or not. Busy trying to just sort everything out of it. I'll be with everybody now. I think we are live. Right, sorry, I'm just busy trying to sort everything out. La Rochelle have just got onto the board here. So it's actually 12 points to 3. I had major issue with the stream, so I think we finally sorted it out. And it looks like we are live. I think we've got people watching as well, so long may that continue. A very sort of last-minute stream decided, if I want to watch the match, might as well just jump on here and see if anybody else is keen to watch with me. So hello to everybody watching. Probably won't get anybody on here, to be honest, but you know what? Anybody's better than nothing. Only caught sort of bits for the first half. Chesley Colby slotting an amazing drop goal. So long may that sort of form continue. But just if anybody's watching, can you just let me know that you can hear me and that you can see me and that we're kind of working? Because I'm actually not sure, to be honest. Meanwhile, you've got a knock on there from Toulouse. Yeah, if anybody can verify whether this is actually working, that would be highly appreciated, because I've actually got no idea what's plotting. Busy trying to use a different software to try and get it working. That's a terrific. You know what? I'm just going to assume they were okay. That sounds good. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Sean. Sorry. Had to do a couple of workarounds so we could actually watch, which has now messed up my entire streaming software and stuff like that. So, let me actually just settle in here and get the teams up and everything like that. Yeah, unfortunately missed sort of bits of the first half. Antoine Dupont, a fantastic little run there. Probably the most informed rugby player in the world this year. I think he's been absolutely terrific. One of my favorite players to watch is Dupont. But let's settle in here, shall we? Right, 12 points to 3. If you watched the first half, let me know what you thought of the first half. I missed quite a bit of it, so sort of in and out at the moment. But now I can sort of settle in and watch the final, 36 minutes. So the scrum here for La Rochelle. First point to the board a couple of minutes ago through a penalty from Ohio West. The La Rochelle fly half. A couple of very good players on display here. And if you're South African, you'll probably be looking at La Rochelle, Raymond earlier, and Dylan Lates. For Toulouse, looking at Chesley Colby, what a season he's had. Coming in a little bit of fire in the last couple of weeks, stuff like that. Quite a few sort of publications slamming him a little bit, but slotted an amazing drop goal in the first half. So let's hope that he can bring back a bit of form to the Springbok series. Tell you who I really like watching, and that's the La Rochelle scrum off. Kerbalo, I'm very upset to see him sort of go across to France, so we don't get to see him as much, but he's a phenomenal player. Also really enjoy watching him. Right, so we've got Tuluna on the attack here. Dupont's bringing in Colby. He's got a little space by outside him. Gets up there to the man outside there. That's Artur Vitera. Back to Colby in the middle. Oh, that's a fantastic gap there. He's still going. He knocks it on. Romain Sazzi was the man, and they kicked ahead, have La Rochelle. So it's a bit of a chase at the moment. You've got Raymond Roulet chasing hard. That's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant kick by the Toulouse fly half. I mean, under so much pressure, Ramos is a fantastic clearance there. Bit of a frantic start to the second half, which doesn't really help when you're trying to catch up and make sure everything's working here. But let me get my timer sorted. This is a bit of a disaster. I'll tell you what, anybody's new here, it's not normally this bad, I promise. Or just a little bit up everywhere at the moment, but yeah, we go. So Aldred is off. That's a big call from La Rochelle. He doesn't look particularly happy with the call. So it's tactical substitution, and Greg Aldred is off. One of the best 8-man in the world at the moment has been substituted. So it's a big call by La Rochelle. Decent line up there. Good more defense from Toulouse. Oh my living, that's just manhell. They've been ripped in the tackle, and Toulouse managed to win possession back here. Dupont puts it up. Rochelle now in possession back at the 22. Bit of a cross kick over there from West. With an inside ball, Raymond Roulet is on the inside of him. Fantastic little run there by Demario. Rush defense on Dupont. That's well read from the French scrum off. Barlow goes back down the blind side. Raymond Roulet decides to kick it ahead. Stopped and kicked back. There's a little bit of sort of ping pong at the moment. Dylan Lates now, and he'll find touch and slow the game down. All a little bit sporadic at the moment. Not too much structure at the moment. A couple of kicks in behind. I just want to throw a funny thing is this is a repeat of the Champion Cup final, which Toulouse got the 5th star. That's actually a very good point. And Honey Noel, do you think Toulouse will win? Well, to be honest, I've only been watching properly for about 7 minutes, but they have looked good in the first couple of minutes here. I'm pretty much just watching to see what my South Africans are doing. Obviously, Jaden Colby, the only one coming back and actually playing, but Raymond Roulet's had such a nice season, so I thought we'd check out how he's doing. I mean, Toulouse has got such a stat squad. I mean, it's an unbelievable outfit over there. I mean, Anton Dupont's one of my favorite players. No Intermac tonight, but he's also a phenomenal player to watch. Lots of good attacking talent on display here for Toulouse. Also interested to see how Colby does his fullback. Quite a few people calling for him to be played fullback for the Springboks. So the interesting call. I mean, we do need to start looking at replacing Willie Leroux in the coming years. So I mean, I'll tell you what, a back three of Spoon, Corsi, Marcus Zuma, Pimpy, and Ches and Colby, we could do a lot worse than that. But there's also people like Uplater Fassi. Toulouse on the attack here, just gone to the La Rochelle half. Slow ball here for Dupont, who chased for the box kick. Nice hands there from La Rochelle, who gets the offload after the take. Cyril Bailly now taking it up. So not necessarily by Reda Wadi. So La Rochelle being pinned all the way back. They're on the 22, not inside the 22 though, so they don't have the safety of that, so they can't kick it to touch. This Kerbala goes up and raises it. It's a good take there from the Toulouse fly half, which today is Thomas Ramos. So by this time he's driven back. It's a fantastic tackle there on him. Toulouse driven back inside their own half. Slow ball here for Dupont, looking for a couple of ball carriers. Goes all the way back. Ches and Colby's in the pocket. Colby goes down the left hand to a South African Patriot. I think it's Dylan Lates under the ball there. The return comes to Colby. Goes inside. Now Ramos kicks down the middle. As I said, very ping-pong at the moment. And La Rochelle, once again, not finding touch, but Colby, he looks like he wants to run this. Inside, outside, sees a bit of space on the side, tries to put the grab in through, doesn't quite work for him. Raymond Rulli now trying to dive on it, and the ball eventually falls out. I think it came off a Toulouse player last, so it should be a La Rochelle putting at the line out. A couple of fisticuffs there, but I think we will resume with a La Rochelle line out. Chisholm Colby trying to put the grabber in through, came straight off the foot of the La Rochelle player, popped up. Are you going to do SA versus West Indies T20 tomorrow? I won't be watched. I'm not going to be doing the live or anything like that. What time does it actually start? I think it starts at like 8. Yeah, it starts at 8 o'clock, so I won't be live or anything for it. I'll probably talk about it on Saturday. I'll probably get a review out. I've got got snippets from the press conference to put on. I mean, it's just a cheat code. So Toulouse just put on Jerome Kano's last match for the club. World Cup winner. Perfect type of player you want to be able to bring on at this time. And it's a skew throw in from La Rochelle, so it will be a turnover ball. Yeah, unfortunately, it's my brother's 30th birthday tomorrow, so I won't be able to sort of watch it with much intent, the T20. I'll definitely have it on the background, be monitoring it. I think it's going to be a very interesting game, that. The West Indies are a class T20 side, so it should be a nice big test. As Boomer said in his press conference today, he said it should be a really good opportunity to see where they stand. It's a bit of a harsh call here for the skew throw. So we'll resume with the scrum, first scrum of the second half. Another reset scrum. Well, I was really hoping that I was going to come over here, watching top 14 in the Northern Hemisphere. Scrum's a little bit better, a bit more solid, no resets, and the first Premier scrum I watch is a reset. I mean, really? So Jerome Kano packing down at the back for Toulouse. Another reset scrum. It's on just over the halfway line, towards the left-hand side touch line. So quite a lot of space down the right for Toulouse to try and attack. And Sabel who takes it up before Anton DuPont spots a bit of space out wide, but it's well read. I think it's Bryce Dulac underneath there. No, sorry, it's number 22 on for La Rochelle, which is Arthur Jolie. And it's a knock on there, so we have another scrum. So it's a good net result for Toulouse. DuPont trying to turn them and try and get some territory there, which has been a good, a good result, because they have to resume with another scrum, but far close to the touchline. They're about on the 10 meters, so they're getting a good sort of 10 meters, and on the right-hand side, so they attack down the left. What other sports will you cover? So at the moment, we've pretty much only been doing rugby. I want to really get back into cricket. It's just been a bit difficult trying to balance everything at the moment with the Lions tour and stuff like that. So we generally try and do cricket and rugby. I've been very slack with the cricket. I need to start getting back to doing the previews and the reviews and stuff like that. And then I'm hoping next season to try and launch a Premier League show. I do lots of football on my personal channel, which is Stevie P. So I want to try and do a weekly Premier League show next season to try and sort of add a couple of different elements to something that everybody else can enjoy. But we've been so rugby focused, that's been very easy to sort of just focus on that. Going to do the Lions and Japan game watch along. I'll be doing it. It'll be Sean for the Curry Cup game, but I'll be on for the Japan Lions game. Kick off at 4 o'clock South African time. Got a short arm penalty here for La Rochelle. Yeah, it's I've been given special permission to be slightly late to my brother's birthday, just so I can do that live watch along. It's very good tracking back there. And La Rochelle have received the ball on the halfway line. It's Dylan Lates goes down there. That's a big tackle on him, and he's lost the ball forward. So it's turnover ball for Toulouse. Under pressure, DuPont puts it to the boot. Doesn't go for touch. And another kick ahead. So we're seeing lots of kicking so far at the moment. They've called the mark have Toulouse. I think it's DuPont. It's worth noting it is very wet over there, so you can understand why they're kicking. So they've gone deep, have Toulouse. Now we're going up from Rochelle. This is a horrible angle. It's a fantastic kick by Jason Colby, sliding as he does it. There's space out wide for Toulouse, but no. Ramos decides to go to the boot, just for a change. Inside, outside, and straight into rid of traffic. Kerr-Barlow now going to the boot. That looks like a decent kick. Yeah, good bounce of the ball. You can see from the angle of the kicker, the bounce of the ball is going to favour them. They found touch well inside the Toulouse 22 meters. So it's a nice territory game by Kerr-Barlow. So Marchand leaves the field for Toulouse, and Marvaca replaces him for the final sort of 24 minutes. Okay, so line for Toulouse, well in the 22, so defensive line not here. And to be honest, I think, La Rochelle probably... It's not a bit, I mean, ideal situation here is to try and force a line and try and get an attack. But I think La Rochelle need to score a try. I think it's given the little field position they've had, they're not going to win this game through a string of penalties. Solid take there by Toulouse, looking to set up a rolling maul here. Dupont is asking for the ball though, shaping up for the box kick. And he runs straight into a La Rochelle player who was offside, so he wins a penalty. Very, very easy penalty. Not sure it was offside, but that's just poor, to be honest. Yeah, the apology comes up, but it's a bit late here, mate. You've just given away such an easy penalty after trying to put in them into a tricky position, trying to force a box kick. He didn't have much of an angle to work with, so you would have won some really good field position. And you decide to just sort of stroll offside and concede a penalty. It must be so frustrating, especially in a final. You've done all the work to get you, and then you get moments like that, which is just a complete brain fade. And it's the number 5, the lock for La Rochelle, it is Will Skelton, who is their key player, really. That's something they really revolve a lot of the game around. But it's as I said, a bit of a brain fade from him and poor. That's another solid win by Toulouse. Trying to go for the maul, sort of breaking up a bit there. And they've turned it over, have La Rochelle. That's a very nice maul defense. Didn't look like it was particularly well set. And Dupont had no interest in trying to get that out whatsoever. I think he was quite aware of the fact that it was going one way or another, but he was not getting hands on that ball. Got more substitutions on here for Toulouse. And it's Arnold off to Corey, so that line-out win was the last thing that he was going to be doing. So Joe Corey is on for Toulouse. Bit of a messy kind of last few minutes, actually. Not much really happening. The weather in the north decides the type of game it plays. Yeah, let's be honest, it's a lot of rain, isn't it? It's weird because, South Africans, we don't get to see a lot of rugby in the rain. Having played most of our sort of season, we see a little bit of it in sort of February, March. But by the time it gets to April, it kind of stops raining. We see a bit of winter rain in Cape Town, but a lot of the rugby we play throughout the year is in very, very favorable dry conditions. So it's something that they're going to have to try and adapt to very, very quickly. And that's why I said the more players that can try and get back from overseas, the more players with experience, stuff like that, even the coaching and stuff like that, it does help a lot. We did see them suddenly having to play quite a lot in the rain over the sort of December, January period. Especially in January, we get quite a lot of rainfall up in the Highveld. Even we get quite a lot of showers down in Durban. So it's been a bit of a learning curve. I think that's going to be the one thing that's going to be very interesting to see in the United Rugby Championship is how quickly some of the teams can adapt. So La Rochelle, it's a very big scrum by Toulouse, but it's available for Victor Vito at the back there. Good carry from him. We've got a penalty advantage. They go for the cross kick here. Oh, can't get it. Oh, damn it. If he managed to take that, he was over. It was almost the perfect cross kick and perfectly judged take there from Jules Favret. knocks it on in the process. But if he had taken that, that would have been La Rochelle over. That's what they've been needing. As I said, I think they need to score a try. Chester only says West Indies test team is bad. T20 should be better. Look, they've got so many players back. Andre Rushell, Kyron Pollard. Who else? They've got quite a few players back for the T20. It's going to be a very, very good series. I mean, I think the West Indies are one of the favourites for the T20 World Cup. So we've got a penalty here for La Rochelle, so we'll go back for it. They're going for the points here. That's a decent call, actually. I mean, I suppose you can get up to 6 points, get yourself within a converted tries distance away from the lead. Struggling to try and score some points here. So to get some points on the ball will be will actually probably be the right decision here. So it's a good call from La Rochelle. It's been plenty of time, 20 minutes. They have looked a lot better in the last couple of minutes. Field possession, suiting them, getting a good go forward ball, winning the territory battle. Right, so as Ohio West will have a go on the 60-minute mark. It's not the easiest kick. It's about 5 meters in from the left-hand touchline. He's right-footed, though, so he can start it towards the right and try and curl it in. In fact, it's probably more than that. It's actually not as hard as I initially thought. It's looking good. No, it's sailed down the right. A chance goes a begging for La Rochelle. It's a big moment in the game, actually. That would have been them within 6 points. We've got another replacement on here for Toulouse. Alexi Bale's just come on. I was about to say, Aldeguer's just come on wearing the number 23, but I can tell you right now that he is not a utility back. They go deep. Raymond Rulin, now Victor Vito now going to carry it up. Vito versus Canada should be quite a nice battle. Both coming off the bench. West goes up. It's quite a contestable kick, and it's been won back from Toulouse. It was Lebel who won that ball back there. Now Ramos deciding to go down the left. I don't know if it was touched or not, but that's going to bounce perfectly. Perfectly. Finds touch on the 22. I don't think it was touched. It will be a La Rochelle lineup, but that's the perfect touch finder for Toulouse. Doing a bit of territory battle themselves. Yeah, I think he hooked it a little bit more than he wanted to, but it's a brilliant net result. I said it'll be a line out inside the 22 for La Rochelle, who will pin right back. Wadi now off for Priso. Solid win there. Oh, it's a horrible pass for West, and Bryce Dupont is all over him. Antoine Dupont. And they've turned it over actually with an advantage. That's a horror show of a line out. The ball's popped out. It is available. There will be a penalty for Toulouse. That is a horrible moment. Holding on is the call. There's a horrible pass back to West, and Dupont was out there like a flash. Holding on is the call. Penalty. Decision time, yeah, for Toulouse. Surely they knock it over. 18 minutes to go. 9-point lead. You can kick this over, make it a 12-point lead. It's final rugby. You don't have any time, no time yet to be kicking to the corner. You take your points where you can get them. Yeah, they've gone for the points. They've got 60 minutes, so they wind down the clock, take as long as they can. Have a sip of water, check the ticking tea. Yeah, you got to feel for West. I mean, what's he supposed to do? It's a horror show of a pass right by his feet, and all he can do is land on the ball and wait for contact from Dupont. So Ramos in the pissing rain. Very, very straightforward kick this. I mean, it's literally about 4 meters to the right of the uprights. or to the left, I suppose. No issue. Straight down the middle. 12-3 becomes 15-3. 15 minutes to play, and it looks like Toulouse are on the home stretch here. La Rochelle will have to hit back quite quickly. They want to try and make a game out of this. West is off, and Jules Pislon's on. Harsh, that's West's last contribution. There wasn't much he could have done there, but not the best last contribution of the season. Solid take off the kickoff there from Toulouse. Dupont asking for a couple of barriers, shaping up for the box kick. You can see looking for distance there. Now it's all about territory for Toulouse. It's all about pinning La Rochelle back as much as they can. Dinner Lates goes on to the replacement piece on there. It's a bit of an arb kick down the middle of the field, and it's been marked by Ramos. Actually intended to play by Ramos. This is the thing. I mean, Toulouse have got no reason to speed this game up whatsoever. So you can take a mark there, wait for your players to get back, wind down another minute. Final rugby. Final rugby. Keep the ball in hand. Yeah, just over 15 minutes left to play. Toulouse got plenty of time. Get down to touch. Waste some more time. They'll be slow getting there. So literally on the halfway line for La Rochelle. It's a solid win there. Looking to get a maul going. Spider cam, which is a nice actually angle to be able to see how the maul being set, and you can see them breaking off down the left. It looks like Toulouse have come through the middle, whether it's legal or not. It's available though. Dumera takes it up there. It's a big hit on in there. And it's been ripped in the tackle by Toulouse. So Toulouse have won it back on the halfway line. Just not happening for La Rochelle at the moment. It's a high tackle up there, but hasn't been given. No, Bryce. Antoine Dupont goes up to there. Retier's going there. It's a pass out the back under pressure now. The ball's gone loose here. And Dumera has to smash it down here. And that's a brilliant kick. He had to say to the 22 though. It's been taken back. It's been taken back. What was almost the perfect kick. No, it wasn't. It wasn't taken back. So it was a brilliant touch finder by them. Shazin Colby taking it quickly and finding touch. There's quite a lot of debate about what's going on here. Came off the head of the Toulouse player. So, yeah, he's allowed to kick it from there. It was a fantastic touch finder. So, it will be La Rochelle line out just inside their half. Oh, that's a horrendous throw. That is a horrible throw. It's just not happening for La Rochelle. Every single time they get an opportunity, a good moment, they just follow it up with a moment of horror. And that's that's one of the worst line throws I've ever seen. Yeah, look, I mean, when it comes to finals, you've got to nail all your set pieces. You've got to nail all the basics. You can't afford screw throw-ins and stuff like that. That's such a killer. So the scrum here, just on the halfway line, about 10 meters in from the right-hand side. So we'll be able to Toulouse put in, and we're going to have another reset. Oh, goodness me. How much of our lives do we waste watching reset scrums? Shane, the security guards, the coaches, they are absolutely saturated. Short time there for Toulouse, been taken quickly there. It's Jerome Kano, it's a strong carry by him. They get up to 10 meter. A couple of good carries here. Onto the 10 meter Artelou. It's a horrible pass along the ground, but it's been well taken. And they managed to keep it to Toulouse. That's a bit of a hospital pass, to be honest. But it's well dealt with there by the replacement prop. And now Ramos just puts it to the boot, dabs it over the top. Is it too much? Oh, Dylan Lates has let that run, and that's a horrible mistake from the South African wing. He let that roll, and it's bounced, it's a horrible bounce, and found touch inside the Rochelle 22, and all of a sudden they're going to have a defensive liner, which was very unnecessary from Dylan Lates. I don't know why I didn't just catch it there. Poor moment for him. A lot of people say he should be in the box squad. Well, if he's based on that, maybe not. But he has had a fantastic season, La Rochelle. Him and Raymond really have been very impressive. Short fails just depends on the refs. Some do resets, and others only allow a certain number of them. Yeah, can the resets, short-term penalties, we move. No time to be wasted. We're watching reset scrums. And Toulouse have won that, but the ball's rolled out. So La Rochelle will gain 10 meters from that. You know, it's a solid win off there. Try and take it quickly off La Rochelle, but they've been told to take it again. Just 11 minutes on the ball. Probably too little too late from La Rochelle. I think that... No, I can't speak for the first half because I didn't watch much of it, but the second half, they've just been poor. Too many basic errors, not nailing the set piece. Like, again, it's a messy line win. It's the line win and lots of pressure under Kerbalo. Big counter rack coming in for Toulouse as well. But La Rochelle have managed to hold on to it. They don't have a scrum half now. You know, on a standing start, just being driven back. So Kerbalo now eventually finds himself out from the bottom of the ruck and will shave up for the box kick. That's a bit of a fumble by Plisson. Eventually gets the kick away. Yeah, I mean, it's handling in the wet. It comes down to who can play the best in the wet. And at the moment, La Rochelle are really, really struggling. Lots of knock-ons, some sloppy line-out wins, creating all sorts of problems for themselves. And Toulouse are just living off their errors. So they'll have a line-out on the 10-meter line with Toulouse. Their set piece, from what I've seen, has been very solid in terms of their line-out. So expect a decent win from them. I mean, 9 minutes left. I mean, La Rochelle will need like an in-step try here to try and give them a chance. Another line-out win by Toulouse just looks so much better than... Oh, the ball's popped down at the bottom there, having said that. And it's a penalty for Toulouse. It's just not... I mean, it's just not happening for La Rochelle. It's almost like anything that can go wrong is going wrong. Ball popped out the bottom there. Don't know what the penalty was for. I think it sounds like someone was lifting the jumper during the maul. And I think, yeah, if I'm Toulouse, I'm probably having a shot at goal here. Trying now another trophy for Toulouse. Yeah, I mean, look, is it safe to say that do we consider them the best club in the world or the best side in the world? That's really quite cool if we can eventually get that Club World Cup and be able to have, you know, Toulouse versus Crusaders and that kind of thing. Be able to sort of see who the best side is in the world. It'll be quite a cool concept. I don't know how many teams you'd have from each sort of part of the world, but I mean, you can get American teams involved and get some more South American teams involved. Get the Sunwolves involved from Japan. You know, Ramos was going to have another shot at goal here. And if he gets this, I think that is game, set, wait for it, and match. That's a solid looking strike. That goes straight over the middle. And Ramos has pretty much given Toulouse the win. That's one hand on the trophy with 7 minutes to go, really. I mentioned under Ross, the Colby score. He did slot a very impressive drop goal. So go and check out find Twitter and find it, because it's a brilliant drop goal towards the end of the first half. Toulouse, I say, would give the Bulls a good game. Look, if the Bulls are playing at the moment, I think Toulouse would pummel them. Bulls, I mean, they got the win today, but as I said, that's a bit of a horrible mess up over there. Toulouse under all sorts of pressure. Rochelle now piling in to try and turn that ball over. I think Toulouse have managed to keep it. But now I thought the game was done. Well, almost. It's almost 7 minutes to go, or less than 7 minutes to go. It's a very good clearance from Dupont. Kurbalo leaves the field and the ball's on. I feel sorry being a deputy to Dupont, because he plays 75 minutes, no matter if it's for club, it's for country. I mean, he very rarely goes off. So you definitely don't want to be his understudy, because you're not getting a lot of game time. I'm South African. Toulouse would hammer the Bulls, but let's not forget the Bulls don't have their box at the moment. Yeah, look, to be fair, Jake White reckons he needs to go on a bit of a signing spree. He says, yeah, we're working on some signings in the back of that bench. I don't know who else they can go and get. But, yeah, apparently they're going to be bringing some more players in. So that Bulls side's only going to get better. La Rochelle, oh, my living. Oh, that's a horrible collision there. They've absolutely manhandled them. It was a penalty advantage. Colby's world class, no better than him. Yeah, on his day, there's a channel. What is it? It's actually not being shown on Super Sports. I've actually had to use a VPN and watch it on Premier Sports. It's been a bit of a mission. I'm going to be doing a video on Tuesday, probably on Monday or Tuesday, telling everybody how to be able to watch. Because I have to go through a VPN and tell my PC that we're actually in the UK, so I can try and get this to work. It's such a mission. We don't get top 14. I mean, the fact we don't get top 14 on Super Sport is criminal. Criminal. So we're having a look on the TMO here for foul play. Oh, that's a huge. I don't even think it's foul play. I think that's just Jerome Kaner doing Jerome Kaner things. Oh, having said that, it's a bit of a swinging shoulder to the head. It actually doesn't look that good. And I mean, it's number 18 for Rochelle, who is Thomas Levault, and I think this actually might go down as a yellow card. I mean, they've absolutely manhandled him there. It was quite high, so he wasn't in the best position. And as he's coming down, Jerome Kaner, it's a bit of a swinging arm. This part of it makes contact to their head. I mean, look, he's going head first. I mean, it's difficult because his head's down. There's definitely contact. Just a penalty. Yeah, I like that. And Safka probably would have penalty, a red card. Probably would have had to sacrifice a few lambs. Might have to sign over his house. Probably been banned for 4 years. But that's what I like to see with the officials. It was a rugby incident. It was a bit dangerous. It wasn't intentional. Yellow card. No need. Just a penalty. But La Rochelle on the 5 meter. I mean, it's too late. It's too late. I mean, 2 converted tries only puts them within 1 point. So this is all about pride, really, and getting a consolation try. Got the driving ball going, but it is an advantage. They're being driven back. Who knows where the ball is? It's just a mass of players. And there we go. The whistle comes down. It's here we go. Here come the fists and stuff like that. As inevitably it does. Every time tasting tactic in the book coming out here. Only if his name was Bucky's banned for life. Look, Bucky's was always on that. He's always picturing on that line. I'll never forget that headbutt. We all appreciate it for doing it, but in hindsight, you're never going to get away with that kind of thing. I mean, with technology, maybe 20 years ago when you can't go check, with technology, we see absolutely everything now. Which is why I think I get so annoyed when people do things like take cheap shots nowadays, because it's just so easy to go back and find it. Especially with the captain's challenge, when somebody could say, listen, Cappy, he socked me. Go have a look. They go have a look and go, yep, they did. So I don't think the captain's challenge is going to stay. It's probably a good thing because they're just wasting a lot of time. But La Rochelle will have another attempt over here off the lineup. That's a solid win there, trying to get another more going. It hasn't really worked for them yet, but who knows? It's still going, it's still going, it's still going, and they are over. La Rochelle finally get reward. It's too late. They've got 4 minutes. And the problem is they kind of, you don't even really need, you just go for the drop goal here because you're more than 2 converted tries away. So, two tries from here gets you level. So, it doesn't really matter about the conversion. They would literally have to score from the kickoff and try and ensure another kickoff if they were to have any chance here. Yeah, it's 3 minutes left. There's just not enough time here. Oh, if I know, I'll just pretend I didn't see that. But everybody in the comments, there we go. That's a bit of a workaround. So Rugby takes it up. They've got 3 minutes to try and score a try and ensure another kickoff. So, yeah, you got to spread it here. And another time over the top. They do keep in this lower shell, but time is ticking. Oh, they've lost it forward. Literally has to commentate. This is much better, and they've lost it forward. And Dupont now turning. And he slips. And the ball pops out for La Rochelle. They kick ahead, but they'll go back for the double knock on. That will be pretty much the ball game. We've got 2.5 minutes left. Sorry, I'm a few seconds ahead. It's getting up to 78 minutes in about 6 seconds. So the game is all but done. 2 minutes now. It'll be a try. It'll be a scrum down to Toulouse. So that'll waste at least another minute. Didn't go down very well, actually. Dupont, yeah, there we go. You see what I mean? Goes with 2 minutes off. Really, as I said, I think the worst job in the world would be being Dupont's understudy. He never goes off. He's just too important. Right, scrum down to Luke. So there's time off there, so it's technically there. Yeah, it's a minute and a half. It's a short time for La Rochelle. They're taking it quickly. Danny Priester takes it up. There we go, La Rochelle. It's good defense by Toulouse. It's a fantastic tackle there. Dylan Lates now goes to his compatriot Raymond Rule. It's just, you can see in a situation like that, wants to kick, obviously can't kick, takes the contact, we're into the last minute. It's all but over here. I got 60 seconds to score 2 tries, so we know that can't happen. So it's pretty much a formality. So Toulouse with the double. What a team they are. Cheslin Colby's coming back as a serial winner. World Cup, Champions Cup, top 14. What doesn't Cheslin Colby have? Well, he doesn't have World Player of the Year, so maybe that's next on the list. Shame, and La Rochelle have been picked all the way back. They're on the trial and they battle him into touch. And look, La Rochelle could finish with a flurry here. They could have a line out, go over and score a try. So Toulouse will have a line out here. I mean, all they have to do is win it and kick it out, really. But maybe they'll want to finish with a bit of a flourish. Time is up. The siren has gone. The supporters are celebrating. The bench is celebrating. The players are celebrating. Right, so do Toulouse kick this out? Do they even bother going for the try? It goes down. He's almost got there actually as the replacement scrum off. Yeah, there it is. And there it is. The whistle goes. And the South Africans, Reinhard Elstad, Cheslin Colby, well, they'll both be joining the Springbok squad in the next couple of days. They are top 14 champions. They are European champions. Great to have that winning mentality come back. Yeah, look, I mean, a bit of an impromptu stream, so thank you everybody who jumping on. Nice to see at least sort of 40 minutes of top 14. It's very difficult to watch and stuff because, yeah, it could be worth us trying to sort of explore better ways to watch and maybe do more of this next season. Everyone else's game over. Thanks for broadcasting this, but yeah, no problem. I said sorry for all the complications at the beginning. A warm-up tomorrow, Japan versus the British Irish Lions. That's the game that we're all ready for. I hope to see everybody there tomorrow. We will also be live for the Currie Cup, Greekers versus Cheetahs, so please do tune in and give Sean some support. It's a second game that he will be doing. I hope you try and sort out a few technical issues that we had last time, that he will be live tomorrow at about 1 o'clock or 20 past 1, I think it is, for a 1:30 kickoff. And then I'll be live for the British and Irish Lions versus Japan. Enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever there is left of it. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Jake White interviews up. Yeah, it's going to be up on the channel now in the next couple of minutes as well. So I'll have Jake White as well as hopefully Jimmy Stonehouse. I'll have those up in the next sort of half an hour as well. So you can go and check that out for some late night viewing. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you guys all soon.